we going to the puffy parties? Hug you from the front and the back at the same time?
They do nothing Puffy did.
Puffy was playing with your booty in Miami. Look, Puffy might be the destination for anybody going nowhere. Nobody survived.
As we all know, Diddy was arrested last September and has been awaiting trial for months, being charged with trafficking, racketeering, and more, with the list of accusations growing faster than Elon Musk's cult of baby mamas. But what's crazy is, talks about his all-white parties are still buzzing. Celebrities such as Jay-Z, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lopez, and even Oprah were found to have been in attendance. However, there are some famous individuals who kept their distance from Diddy and his shenanigans from the beginning. One of them being 50 Cent, who we all know has been side-eyeing Diddy like a suspicious bodega for over a decade. I mean, can we really talk about 50 Cent without mentioning the beef buffet he has with Diddy?
When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he likes me.
Diddy forgot the first rule of the game: never show your hand. Now 50's out here treating Diddy's reputation like a bad boy's contract. You have to read the fine print, Puff. This is a hostile takeover. 50 and Diddy, their relationship has been anything but smooth. Since Diddy's legal drama, 50 Cent has used his platform to make a complete fool of Diddy. He has gone full detective mode and also created a laughingstock out of the washed-up music icon. 50 Cent took to social media to comment on the FBI raids of Diddy's mansions in Los Angeles and Miami. He posted, "I've been saying this for years and now the truth is coming out." His posts quickly went viral, with fans and critics alike weighing in. And you know 50, when he goes after someone, he's not letting up. He's dropped countless memes, sarcastic posts, and even comments on social media roasting Diddy like a marshmallow at a campfire. Remember his post about all of the baby oil found in Diddy's house? And what about when he cracked jokes about the LAPD when Diddy was arrested? But here's the twist. Rumors are swirling that 50 Cent might have some inside info on the whole situation. Is he just trolling? Or does he know something we don't? Either way, it's giving surprisingly shocking vibes, and we're here for it. Hulu's documentary of the notorious Sean P. Diddy Combs landed with the impact of a participation trophy. But 50's film he announced that he is producing with Netflix, that's coming in like a subpoena wrapped in a Starz drama series. You know it's serious when 50 Cent turns into Anderson Cooper with a grudge. While everyone else has been playing checkers, 50 Cent has been setting up a chessboard with receipts for pieces. It's obvious that this cinematic compilation will be streamed to expose allegations against Diddy. But get this, he is going to donate all of the proceeds to Diddy's victims of sexual assault. That means millions of dollars will be used to support possibly thousands of individuals who had the misfortune of being caught in Diddy's web. Not only has he been investigating Diddy's alleged crimes, but it seems he's also uncovered new details in relation to the involvement of other hip-hop celebrities. Is 50 out here solving cases faster than Law & Order SVU? Ice-T might need to hand over his badge. Well done, 50. Along with 50 Cent, the co-producer of the documentary, Alexandria Stapleton, released a statement to Variety affirming, "While the allegations are disturbing, we urge all to remember that Sean Combs' story is not the full story of hip-hop and its culture. We aim to ensure that individual actions do not overshadow the culture's broader contributions." Translation: we're not letting one bad apple spoil the whole culture. Between his television content and his constant trolling on social media, 50 Cent has proven that he is more than capable of producing content that people cannot get enough of. I wonder what scandalous details 50 Cent will uncover that Hulu's documentary missed about Diddy's crimes. Hip-hop's had its share of scandals, but this is like if The Godfather and Tiger King had a baby and 50 Cent's holding the DNA test. Alexandria Stapleton said they don't want Diddy's actions to define hip-hop. But let's be honest, this doc's gonna have more twists than a Fast and Furious movie. Many of us tie drama to someone's negative intent, but is the controversy 50's been stirring actually moral? Let's talk about it. According to Billboard, he and Stapleton also expressed, "We remain steadfast in our commitment to give a voice to the voiceless and to present authentic and nuanced perspectives." Some say 50's just stirring drama, but let's be real. If trolling a predator funds therapy for survivors, then by all means, keep the memes coming. This man turned a decade-long feud into a charity case. Diddy's downfall might be the first time in history where clout chasing actually helped people. And Diddy isn't the only one catching heat hotter than a midsummer day in the Sahara Desert. Most recently, 50 Cent completely exposed Busta Rhymes for hypocrisy since he denied associating with or tolerating certain kinds of people in certain crowds.
If Busta ever tried to front on me, hit you with no delay. So what you saying, yo? Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me.
There are rumors speculating that Busta not only had ties with Diddy, but also that he explored an alternate lifestyle with him and many other men.
Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad, pulled him to the section, like through the road.
Apparently, there is explicit footage that 50 Cent found that will be added to his documentary.
I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo, I see what you're doing.
Talk about spilling the tea. This scandal is so juicy, even Lipton is taking notes. You know other hip-hop celebs are side-eyeing this doc like, wait, did I RSVP to one of Diddy's parties back in 2007? 50's not just exposing Puff, he's got the whole industry checking their conversation history like, did I ever text him happy birthday? And let's not forget when 50 Cent turned Rick Ross into a solved mystery. First debunking myths about his street cred, then leaking the director's cut no one asked for.
What kind of rich cut his own grass? Why you out there cutting your own grass?
You remember the behind-the-scenes footage with him commentating? 50 Cent went so hard trolling Rick Ross, he literally forced him to admit that all his claims to be a gangster were fraudulent. I'm not sure what the biggest joke is, Rick Ross thinking that his fake gangster getup would never be uncovered, or him believing that he was a match for an uncensored bulldozer like the one and only 50 Cent. Then again, let's hypothetically imagine surviving a hit from a hometown rival, then grinding to fame just to dismantle their entire legacy. That's 50 Cent versus Irv Gotti. No bullets needed when you've got receipts, ridicule, and ruthless business moves. 50 recently mocked Irv when he passed after falling victim to multiple strokes caused by his battle with diabetes. Posting a photo of himself on Instagram smoking hookah beside a faux tombstone labeled RIP and captioning it, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack, nah, God bless him, LOL." This post reignited their decades-long feud with fans divided. Some defending 50 Cent's actions as a response to past animosity, while others criticized the timing and tone. What an epic way to dead a beef. Literally. And 50 Cent wasn't the only one who has never respected what Diddy stands for. In 2024, Wendy Williams publicly supported 50 Cent's claims, saying that countless people have come up to her saying she called it when the allegations were made public. Also, Eminem, a longtime collaborator of 50 Cent, has hinted at his agreement with some of 50's views, though he tends to stay out of the drama, at least directly. It was missed by most, but M has hinted at Diddy's heinous acts in a few of his songs.
Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep, RP, rest in peace, Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living, yep.
Eminem has also spoken about Diddy retaliating against him and 50 for siding against him.
Let anyone who didn't know the story of what had went on with Fifth, this is what he's been through and this is where he's at now.
Other artists, including Foxy Brown, Usher, and Maze, tried to speak out about Diddy's indiscretions, but oftentimes these accusations did not get nearly enough attention. Even music artists outside of hip-hop commented on their lack of support for Diddy. In response to his allegations, Kesha remixed lyrics from one of her songs. Instead of saying,
"Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy,"
she said, "Wake up in the morning saying, F*** P. Diddy," and performed that live at Coachella. And did you know that many of the black actors and actresses who millions love to watch have been gravely underpaid, underdefended, and therefore unrepresented? Well, 50 Cent did. But here's the thing. 50 isn't just stirring drama for clout. He's exposing systemic rot in Hollywood and hip-hop. When some of the most talented black actresses were courageous enough to expose their mistreatment and undervaluation, 50 Cent amplified their voices by not only calling out Oprah, but also Tyler Perry and even Steve Harvey for enabling the exploitation. First, there's Oprah, empowerment queen by day, celebrity silencer by night. Oprah built an empire preaching self-liberation while silencing actresses like Monique and Taraji P. Henson. But when 50 Cent comes knocking with receipt-laden evidence, suddenly she's got no platform for hard conversations. Funny how the media's moral compass disappears when the oppressor gets exposed. Keep cashing those checks, Auntie. I'm sure 50's archiving all the contradictions for the documentary you won't executive produce. 50 Cent stepped outside of the daily norm of rap moguls by utilizing his position, boldness, and power to speak out about other Hollywood giants, including Tyler Perry, about how they are failing Black Hollywood. He even blasted Steve Harvey for acting as Oprah's puppet and supporting her efforts to undermine celebrities who spoke out against her. He put them on the spot regarding accusations around them discriminating against and undermining black actors, to include 50 himself.
You kind of should do that for Oprah, your
Yeah,
dog.
I don't know if our relationship is to that point yet.
Really?
What Oprah, Tyler Perry, and others likely missed was that 50 Cent, the same man who turned a street hustle into a $40 million empire, was never just a thug, but a strategist who weaponizes attention like no other. 50 Cent's objections spread awareness about the atrocities that occur in Hollywood. He also demonstrated unwavering support by making it obvious that he actually believed those who were courageous enough to speak up, despite the fact that many of them have faced negative consequences for doing so. He also provided a platform for these abused actors and actresses, providing opportunities in the shows that he was producing.
Gotcha. Because I don't really see limitations to what I do to kind of express it at that point.
50 Cent will tell you like it is, but maybe that's exactly what we need. He's roasting the untouchables, backing the silenced, and turning chaos into change. He speaks the truth that fans all over the world need to hear about the celebrities that they grew up admiring. As far as I'm concerned, any respect I had for Diddy specifically has been permanently revoked, and I'm sure fans all over agree based on all we've learned about him so far. All in all, 50 Cent has been one to put people on blast, even the richest and most prominent in Hollywood. That means that anyone rubbing elbows with him should either keep their noses clean or stand clear. Why? Because if they make the same mistake Diddy has when it comes to 50, I'm sure they will regret it. This man will roast you, your mama, and your dog, all while promoting his next business venture. We love you, 50. What is your opinion of him? Has it changed now that you know the truth about him? When 50 Cent originally began his mockery of fellow celebs, I used to think he was doing a bit much. But people like Diddy have been crossing boundaries in plain sight for years, with very few people gutsy enough to speak up about the monstrosities that occurred. I honestly think it is brave of 50 to call him and others out regardless of their platform or how much money they roll in. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts.
Speaking of, in particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations, I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else, but I did feel uncomfortable with the way you would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah.
If you don't know yet, the fun's just getting started. Up next, we're peeling back the layers of another controversial icon. This time, they are a sharp, quick-witted figure who is known for both their boldness and humor. You know them by the laughter they leave behind, sharp, sudden, and sometimes scandalous. Want to know who it is? Hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell to find out. And remember, it's about the controversy we love and the impact we need. Peace.